Those Corvettes are undeniably fast straight from the factory, but when you mix pure rear-wheel American horsepower with a driver dead set on vanishing in 60 seconds flat, local squads don't stand much of a chance. Around 4:25 p.m. on August 23, 2022, an officer pulled over a silver Corvette on West 9th near Pike Avenue for illegal window tint, ironically sporting an Arkansas vanity plate that read, "Law Enforcement." After shedding his passenger on West 9th, the driver cut through residential side streets at over 80 miles per hour, breaking visual contact on Crutcher Street before secondary units relocated the Silver Rocket heading toward Pike. With pursuit units scrambling and calling in backup, including Arkansas State Trooper Byrd, a sudden torrential downpour hit Pike and Pershing, slicking the roadway and giving the high-powered Corvette enough separation to completely disappear in the spray. With heavy rain and moderate traffic creating severe hazards, supervisors ordered the pursuit terminated after losing the taillights near Pike and Pershing. Officers secured the abandoned passenger Dallas Crowder at the original stop location for questioning to trace the driver's identity. If you're enjoying these videos, consider hitting subscribe. Most people watching haven't yet. Moving on to the next one.
Trying to fit the vehicle.
It was late when Georgia State Patrol's Nighthawk unit picked up a black Mercedes-Benz AMG screaming down the highway well past the limit, lighting up the radar like a Christmas tree.
I'll be in pursuit of Forest Park Lake eastbound, passing Highway 42 now. We're going into Lake City. We just passed Druid Lake right now. Like I'll be turning onto, making a right onto, left on the Cook. It's affirmative. Passing 675, going like we're trying to get. Alright, coming up the Boulder Cribs, trying to fit the vehicle. Alright, passing Boulder Cribs, going west on Forest Park.
Lead unit managed to close the gap enough to attempt a high-speed pit maneuver, but the heavy AMG shrugged off the contact, broke loose, and used every bit of its horsepower to open a massive gap down the asphalt.
We're coming up to Stagecoach, trying to get the tag for it. Traffic's going to be light. We're going to be coming up to Stagecoach Road. Passing over Stagecoach Road. coming back towards Stagecoach. Just made a U-turn, going back towards Stagecoach Road on Forest Parkway. Going back. Now we're going back east on Forest Parkway. Going back towards Stagecoach Road.
To completely shake the tail, the driver killed his exterior lights to run totally blacked out at top speed, only flashing his high beams for split-second bursts when the unlit highway pitch went blind to keep from running off the road.
Yeah, I'm trying to get on the bumper right now. All right, stand by. His tire is going flat to black. I'm trying to get up to him. I can end it if I can get up to him. I'm right on this bumper. I'm trying to get up on this driver's side. It's gonna be 675 north on Forest Parkway.
With the Mercedes pulling completely away in total darkness and visual contact lost, GSP Nighthawks and assisting Clayton County Sheriff's deputies officially called off the pursuit for public safety. The black AMG successfully vanished into the night down the highway corridor with no crashes or injuries reported. Running from the law on a sport bike is already a whole different ball game for ground cruisers, but trying to pull off an escape when 3 separate police agencies are on your tail with an eye in the sky tracking every move is next-level pressure. Ground units lit up the motorcycle after it tore down the highway, quickly calling in air support when the rider refused to pull over.
He's going to take a left southbound, and now he's going around traffic. Well, he just changed his mind. He's going northbound. Tank RD1, he's coming back in the Lakeland Hills, westbound on Sumner Taps Highway. And he's on Lake Taps Parkway now, headed west, high speed. And just blew the light at Lakeland Hills way at high speed. And Guardian 1's at the bottom of the hill, continuing west.
K9, can you advise Sumner? 220, I'll take a pending in the north. Guardian 1, I copy. 5 and 11. If Guardian 1 has TAC, can we switch over that?
Switch. Our Guardian's on TAC.
Copy.
And he's going to get on 167 northbound. Auburn, can you let WSP know? Guardian 1 to Auburn. We're watching him northbound 167. We're also talking to WSP on Mars.
I copy your traffic on Mars. I'm going to disregard calling him.
Using the bumper-to-bumper mess at a busy highway intersection, the rider tapped the brakes just long enough to drop his passenger right onto the asphalt, a move that boosted his odds instantly by cutting the bike's dead weight, letting him unleash its full acceleration potential and making the machine 10 times easier to maneuver solo.
The female is on the ground now at 15th, right off 167.
Female on the ground at 15th on 167.
Yeah, just to clarify, she didn't fall. He stopped and she climbed off.
Copy. Still on the freeway or at the ramp?
Yeah, she was at the ramp right at the cross street. He's now back on 167 by himself. He's in the, on the right-hand shoulder.
Copy. Motorcycle continuing northbound.
That quick drop killed 2 birds with 1 stone. The passenger vanished on foot into the crowd while the lone rider dropped the hammer, slicing under covered overpasses and breaking thermal visual lock with the helicopter above.
Yeah, Guardian 1, there were 2. He had a female passenger that bailed in Auburn, now just solo rider. He's now getting on 509 northbound.
And to Lincoln, if he passes 128, I want the Lincoln cars to come back to the city. The 26 and 28 have already dated it. Yeah, Lincoln 53 already turned around when he got on the highway.
With the sport bike breaking visual contact from ground units and the air wing unable to reacquire the heat signature through the corridors, supervisors ordered all 3 agencies to terminate the pursuit. Both the rider and his abandoned passenger successfully escaped without a trace, leaving behind 0 crashes or injuries.
South Ridge.
Arkansas State Troopers are flat out notorious for bagging runners no matter what they throw at them, but trying to reel in a blacked out Dodge Charger running 144 miles per hour in pitch black night with zero headlights is a whole different ball game where the odds flip fast. Around 10:41 p.m. on October 3, 2019, Corporal Clayton McDonald spotted the black Charger speeding north on Interstate 430 near Rodney Parham.
Look like he's going to be taking the Cantrell exit. Stand by.
With the Charger running completely blacked out at 144 miles per hour, Corporal McDonald lost line of sight near the intersection of Highway 10 and Taylor Loop just 3 minutes into the high-speed sprint.
He's still westbound, passing South Ridge Avenue, passing the Pinnacle Valley, passing Pinnacle Valley. We're going to the southbound on Taylor Loop. Southbound on Taylor Loop. Southbound on Taylor Loop.
Corporal McDonald notified Pulaski County deputies and Little Rock police that visual contact was lost, terminating the pursuit with 0 patrol unit damage or reported civilian collisions. The black Dodge Charger successfully vanished into the night corridors off Highway 10 and escaped apprehension. You see plenty of sport bikes try to outrun the law on the highway, but watching a 46-year-old man from Paynesville, Ohio treat a heavy, road-going Harley like a lightweight dirt bike will make you question the laws of physics and common sense. On the 4th of July, 2018, Ohio State Highway Patrol troopers tried to pull over the big American cruiser, expecting a routine stop or a short highway sprint.
Make sure you're gonna wrap. Going back to the driveway.
When troopers thought they had him boxed, the rider aimed the heavyweight Harley straight off the asphalt, blasting over rough grass, dirt ditches, and rugged off-road paths like he was running a motocross event.
Heading northbound, on Mark Road.
Troopers eventually reached the abandoned Harley sitting empty near the brush, but the 46-year-old rider was long gone, disappearing deep into the dense woods on foot. With no immediate trackable trail through the tree line, search units secured the motorcycle and impounded it as evidence. Around mile marker 34, a trooper clocked the black sedan merging hot and ran the obscured plate, identifying the registered owner out of Bryant before hitting the lights near mile marker 32. Instead of pulling right, the driver dropped the hammer, carving up the right shoulder and hitting 130 to put distance between his rear bumper and the law.
E38 time left, 1024. Time up 530 northbound. It's going to be Arkansas bound. Harry, Sam, Adam.
Waiting up ahead at mile marker 23, Trooper Bob Love pulled out into traffic and set up a rolling roadblock to choke the speed down, letting the primary cruiser close within striking distance before the Charger whipped around the cruiser's bumper and pinned the throttle to 150 miles per hour.
10-4, I got a Charger return.
10-4. If you can't keep up with it anyway, we've got a return of a vehicle. Why don't you just 10-22 and we'll go look for later. Where is it? Currently 105, 107.
He's still a little way down.
20 mile.
I'm just keeping a good eyesight on him.
Troop E terminated the pursuit, handing the vehicle and suspect details directly over to Troop A units to raid the Bryant registration address for Nicholas Davis. The 2019 black Dodge Charger had already vanished from the area before troopers arrived at the residence. State police impound notices were flagged in the NCIC system, issuing active felony arrest warrants for felony fleeing, reckless driving, speeding over 100 miles per hour, obscured license plate, and illegal taillight tint. We are crossing the pond to the UK for this one, and if you think police chases across the Atlantic are polite, wait until you see an Audi RS6 with 2 shredded tires treat standard police tactics like minor suggestions. On June 18, 2016, Birmingham traffic officers lit up the high-powered estate car, kicking off an immediate aggressive pursuit.
Stand by for a decamp, stand by for a decamp.
He's going to ram us.
Get in, get in! Get in!
He's ramming us.
Oh! We've been rammed. The second vehicle's in front. We're gonna
hit it.
just take contact, can you? Golf Lima 6-1. We've been rammed. Get the helicopter and the dog towards, please, over. Oh. I ain't got my belt on, mate.
I'm taking him out.
We're going to make tactical contact. We are making tactical contact due to the fact we've been rammed over. I ain't got my belt on, dude.
Don't worry, put it on, get it on.
I'm trying to. Towards. Yeah. We're gonna try and contact it and take it out to him. It's means it's rammed us. We're now Hemelswood Road. Stand by. Stand by. Got a dog en route, William. We got a dog en route. Don't wreck our car too much. And can we have the helicopter as well, please? Yeah, we got any other traffic units?
He's already written us off anyway, mate.
Our car's going to be a write-off. Stand by. The balaclava up, 4 or 5 on board. 4 on board. Our car's going to be trashed. Moor End Avenue, left Moor End Avenue. Get another traffic unit towards us. Does the Insignia want to take over?
The armored German wagon took every heavy blow without losing its forward drive, violently thrashing the patrol car's front end until the cop's radiator and steering gave out entirely, forcing the cruiser to grind to a smoking halt.
Insignia is taking over. get on to interops, please, boys.
The pursuing officer stepped out of his disabled patrol car, put both hands straight to his head in absolute disbelief at the wrecked front clip, and watched the taillights disappear down the road. Other patrol cars went after him, but they also were not able to stop the RS-6. On April 17, 2020, Arkansas State Trooper Quincy Harris clocked a black motorcycle flying down US 67/167 at well over 100 miles per hour. The second the cruiser lit up the rear tire, the rider dipped off at exit 5. Slicing down the McCain exit ramp and banking hard to the west, the biker wove directly into dense midday congestion, using heavy traffic as a rolling shield to break line of sight entirely. With heavy traffic congestion ahead on McCain Boulevard and visual contact lost, Trooper Harris discontinued the chase for public safety. The unidentified rider successfully escaped the corridor without crashing or sustaining injuries. Ripping down the interstate on a high-displacement sport bike with no helmet and nothing but a t-shirt on is wild enough, but thinking Arkansas State Troopers won't spot your dark hair blowing in the wind at highway speeds is even crazier.
Looking for a racing bike. Clarksville, 36 Clarksville. I can see a motorcycle probably a mile and a half behind me. I'm on 12 right now.
That shirt on his head, go ahead and see this big drag on the shoulder.
Yeah, he just went by me. Clarksville, I'm going to try to get him pulled over. He's leaving in another traffic. Black bike, white veil, gray shirt. So I'm going to have to 1022. I've lost sight of it at this point. I don't know which way it went.
Corporal Bates chased the bareheaded rider across 12 miles of light traffic until the bike pulled a fast exit at 124, banking up the off-ramp and vanishing into local roads before the cruiser could clear the top of the incline. A few months prior on Highway 63, Trooper Brady Bates caught another sport bike doing 80 in a 45 near Black Rock, chasing the gray bike past 100 miles per hour over blind crests until the rider passed cars on double yellows and broke visual contact near the local rock crusher.
We're north of Dairy Bar. Headed up Water 236 Central. With 1022, extremely heavy traffic. We were excess of 100. Extremely reckless. Go ahead.
Sharp County is 10-4. They're asking if they locate the vehicle, do you want them to hold it for us?
10-4. They're not going to get it stopped. It was extremely reckless.
In both incidents, supervisors made the call to shut down the chases to prevent catastrophic motorcycle fatalities, with both riders escaping uninjured and without crashing. Dashcam footage and rider descriptions were forwarded to Clarksville and Sharp County dispatchers to flag regional records, issuing active felony warrants for felony fleeing, reckless driving, excessive speed, and helmet violations.